episode on Laughs and Troubles podcast, YouTube channel, and podcast episode may at times cover sensitive topics, including but not limited to suicide, abuse, violence, severe mental illness, sex, drugs, alcohol, addiction, psychedelics, the use of plant medicines. You are advised to refrain from watching or listening to YouTube channel or podcast if you are likely to be offended or adversely impacted by any of these topics. Hey, welcome back to Laughs and Troubles. Welcome back to another episode. Today I have a special guest, my babe, my honey, my cutie, patootie, my man, whatever you'd like to call him. So, as you guys know, I'm always talking about him and just things pop up at different episodes, and I always bring Nelson up. Well, he is Nelson. Welcome to the set. You've never had the honor of sitting. Long time overdue. That's right. So he's here for my sister today. My sister's out because she was sick. She wasn't feeling well. Her little one isn't feeling well, and I'd rather them get better, and just to play it safe for us not to get sick, we just had her stay home. He wasn't prepared for today. I just let him go home and shower and just come straight here to this couch.
The things that I do.
He at first didn't even want to be here because he's like, I didn't shave. But it's okay. He's here. He's here to support me. And I came in my sweater because it's sweater weather. It's already cold here in New England where we're from. And I have my little Halloween earrings because Halloween isn't here yet, but it is spooky season. And October is next week.
Yep.
And so let me show you guys my pants. My babe got me these. He got them from Temu.
Hey.
Is it Temu or Temu?
I don't know.
But yeah, so he
Temu.
got these for me, and I love them so much. He got them a little big, but it's all right. I'll forgive you for that. But yeah, so let's get into this episode. Go grab yourself a coffee, a drink, some wine,
some baby oil.
Some Diddy oil.
Some baby oil. You're going to hear that a lot.
You have your drink, your Corona.
Yep.
I don't have a drink today because, well, I like ciders these days, and where we have to get my cider is a specific spot, and yeah, it was a ways from here. But yeah, let's get started. Let's get into these good juicy conversations. So today I want to talk about Diddy. It's been all over the place. Diddy did it again.
Baby oil.
The baby oil.
Oh my God.
How is a person out there buying 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Obviously, he's not the one that buys it. I'm sure he sends people.
His lawyers are blaming it on Costco that he had to buy it in bulk.
Shut up. Is that really what they're saying?
Yeah, it happened today. I saw it. So that's on their defense.
But we've gone to like BJ's, and Costco's kind of the same. And yeah, you shop at bulk, but it's not 1,000 bottles.
Yeah, he's buying pallets. Like it comes in like maybe the baby oil comes in like a 3 or 6 pack. Like how many do you need?
I want to know who he sent to go buy these, because usually like famous people or celebrities, they never go to the store and shop themselves. They always have like someone go out and buy stuff for them.
Yeah, he's definitely not buying it himself.
No.
I also saw something that he had something inside the baby oil.
Oh, like a drug?
Yeah.
What?
So I don't know if it's true, but they were saying there was something. I don't know. It was like a 3-letter word, like, you know how like THC or
I think I seen
LSD,
that. But I just thought that he was making them take it, but
no, it was like rubbing it on, like, having people like get massages
because it goes
from
in your
women.
Pores and it hits your system.
Because I could just imagine, like, he said, oh yeah, get these massages from these girls or whatever. Next thing you know, they feel a little sleepy and they wake up and their butt hurts. Take that.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's very smart. And I think he must have known a doctor or something, or somebody that taught him that, because no one's going to know, like, oh yeah, let me put this in baby oil and you just rub it on their skin. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then they'll start like getting all woozy. Like someone.
Well, it's like the CBD stuff, you rub it on.
Yeah. But who would have thought of that? Someone had to have
He's
Like,
got doctors on his team.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. With all
He
the stuff that he's been
dermatologist
doing.
maybe. Yeah, he's definitely got a team of different things up in there because it's crazy for someone to even think like, oh, I'm gonna put this inside baby oil and give the girl a nice soothing massage, and the next thing you know, she's mine. Not even women. He did
Right,
it
I was
to
about to say,
men.
he's mine. He's mine is what he's saying. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh
What do you
man.
think about the list that was leaked out of like the people that they say
Well, a
attended
lot of
his
people go to
parties?
those parties, but it's like Marlon Wayans, the youngest one, Marlon.
Mm-hmm.
He says he's gone to numerous Diddy parties and never saw anything of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's like the rooms, these special rooms in the back. Maybe he just waited for Marlon to leave because, like he said, he's like Marlon talks too much, so he's like can't do nothing around this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean the list. I did see one person that I was just like, no, no way, and that was Chris Brown, because Chris Brown is that guy. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
what anybody says. Like him at the Super Bowl, that's what I would like to see. Not no, I don't want to hear they not like us 24 times at the Super Bowl, but that's
Yeah.
another thing.
Yeah. So,
But I don't believe Chris Brown had any.
yeah. Well, there's a few lists going around, and I did see that they put Mark Anthony in there, and I was upset. I was like, no,
That's
not Mark Anthony.
that's where he met J Lo. What are you talking about?
Probably.
He was like, "You a freaky ass chick. I like that."
She was a prostitute during that time. Oh my God. She's going to have this video taken down because she
Uh,
does that. She sends her team, like, if someone's talking bad about her or whatever, to report the videos. And
Everybody's talking bad about her right now.
mm-hmm.
We're the least of her worries.
Yeah, yeah. It what about Justin Bieber? Like, all that
I feel like
things that people
everybody.
are sharing. Do you think it's true? Do you think yeah.
I feel like everyone owes 16-year-old Justin Bieber an apology
Oh, they do.
because I feel bad
It's not
for
even
him.
16 because we
No,
didn't
but
know
it's
at
happened when
16.
he was
When he turned
16.
18, it was when he was doing like the craziness and people were like, what is wrong with this kid?
Yeah,
Because
but
even me, I was like,
when
the
he
hell?
was 16, Diddy was trying to get at
I
him,
know.
and everybody was just like, all Justin Bieber's team was like, dude, that sounds like mad pedo-y.
Yeah.
So he like somehow got Usher to get him, and then Usher just dropped him off for like 48 hours at Diddy's house.
Well, yeah. So what happened is Usher got guardianship of
Yeah.
him from his parents. And then once he got that guardianship, that was it for poor Justin Bieber because then he left him off with Diddy as like the next person. And that's just,
No.
that was the worst thing he could have ever done. There's this girl all over TikTok. Her name is Jaguar. She's not a girl, she's a woman. Her name is
Oh
Jaguar
yeah.
Wright.
Yep.
That girl is speaking facts up
And
on TikTok. Like, and she's been saying this for a while. It's not something that she just now that it's trending that she's talking about. Like, she's been talking about this stuff for like over a year, maybe longer.
and
About
like,
especially about Justin Bieber.
well, she what she does is she always talks so much crap about like Jay-Z and Beyonce and all that, and you know she always says if I'm lying, sue me, and it's like
No
nobody
one has
sued
sued
her
her.
yet because you can't sue somebody who's telling the truth.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know, it's up there.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's so many, like I've said before on other episodes, there's so many weirdos in Hollywood, and it's sickening that there's these sickos like that, and like people that want to be big and famous will do anything, so they're just signing anything not knowing what they're signing, and then they're fucked and they're in these fucking rings of sex trafficking. Like, to know that P.Diddy was like, trafficking women and transporting them, pretty much they were his prostitutes. That shit is crazy.
I mean, it goes all the way back to the Biggie days. Maybe he did it to Biggie. Maybe Biggie is the one who put him onto that. Maybe they were
Mm-hmm.
doing it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's a few things that Biggie says in his lyrics that are wild, like
Mm-hmm.
some homo shit. Like sorry, but like some
Yeah,
super
and now people are putting those pieces together because
like
they're like, holy shit, hold on.
he said one of the lines. He was like, "Girl, you look so good, I'll suck your daddy's dick." Like, wait a minute, what? Like some shit along the lines of that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I always liked Biggie, but I heard that, and I'm just like, no.
No, no, no. So there is a victim now that came out. Her name is Thalia. I forgot her last name. Graves. Thalia Graves, and she's pretty much saying that she was assaulted sexually, not just by P.Diddy, but also his bodyguards. She was drugged and sexually assaulted. Um, I'm just mad that this whole thing isn't going to be live. Like, I wish they would film
Like
this,
the Johnny Depp.
like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I feel
Yeah.
like this trial should be live. Any trial that's big, like that, like a serial killer or something like this, I feel like it deserves to be huge. Like, it's better than us hearing from other reporters and little drawings that people
That's
get online.
understandable to like want to do it, but there are victims that probably like when they because they have like terabytes. I don't forgot how many terabytes it was of video, but it was like probably in the hundreds. And I'm pretty sure there's minors on them tapes because rumor has it that he's got a tape with him and Justin Bieber,
Mm-hmm.
and that he's been selling this to like millionaires. These gay millionaires jerking off to fucking P Diddy, fucking Justin Bieber.
To
Yeah.
like a young kid.
So, and they asked him about it. He's like, yeah, I'm well aware of everything. He goes, but I don't want to focus on none of that shit. He just had a kid. Like, let me live my life. Fuck Diddy. Basically, is what, he was
Well, not
saying.
only that, but to relive all that,
Yeah.
that's a
So
lot for
traumatizing. Just
traumatizing.
looking at his son, like, he ain't gonna let nobody near his kid.
No, and I wouldn't get mad at that either.
Like, no.
I feel like I wish he would speak up at least and let them know that it is a thing. But I feel like even if he was to speak up, it's never gonna change the fact that it happened and the trauma he's gone through. It's just gonna give people more of a reason to either throw shade at him or to get like
Yeah.
pity, and
And
I
the
don't think he
internet
wants
is
that.
just relentless. Like, there's already memes like that. I mean, I thought it was funny, but it's not funny. But it was like that baby song, and then he says
Mm-hmm.
oil at the end.
Yeah, the baby, 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 oil.
That was
Yeah.
it's fucked up, but it was kind of funny. But
Yeah, I
I
seen it.
have a
I was like, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, people, I think it's too soon, guys. Too soon for that. Like, give the kid a break. I remember seeing, like, it was like little footage of him when he was coming back when he had the pink hair. This damn fruit flying here. I swear it was here last week.
that's his grandbabies,
Or a
isn't
gnat,
it?
whatever you want to call it. But where he was pretty much like having a hard time, where
During
he
the
was on the
video
ground
shoot,
crying.
yeah, they had to
Yeah,
like
they were consoling him. He's on the
for like an
ground
hour or
crying. He kept
two.
sitting on his chair while they were setting up, and he's crying. Like, it was so bad. I'm assuming during that time, because us people, we hear about things coming out later on. So I'm sure by the time he was suffering all that, it was already surfacing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were onto him, and they were probably went to him questioning him, because Diddy didn't know what was going on yet. But I'm sure because what happened is what's Diddy's girl that passed that wrote the book?
I think her name was Kim.
Kim Porter. Kim Porter wrote her book, and before it was obviously released, it's released now. So from that book, family and everybody, they brought all that to the police department, detectives, whatever. They brought it to who they needed to bring it to. So from then on, that's when a lot of the investigations started. And then Cassie, like, everything's in
Yeah.
that book.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that once that was like a thing, they started to question him about like what happened, most likely.
Hollywood is full of a bunch of freaky ass niggas. That
Weird.
Kendrick
Like, you're into
Lamar.
that weird shit. And now, like, when they say like the devil is the one who runs Hollywood, like, I'm starting to believe that shit now. Because the devil would likes that shit, that weird shit, that pedophilia shit. Like,
Yeah.
because it's bad. It's pedophiles
It's
doing
just
shit
yeah,
to
everything
kids.
dark, everything
Yeah, all the
evil is
dark and
like
evil. Yeah.
it's right in in our faces too.
Mm-hmm.
They do it in movies. They do it like it's just it's
Yeah.
and we take it as entertainment and not even
Yeah.
see what's really going on behind. It's kind of funny how this whole Diddy thing is going on right about this election.
Yeah.
They're kind of keep it just like they're keeping you busy, showing you one thing when they're doing something else
To
right on the other
distract
side.
to distract you. Yeah, yeah.
Because this whole Biden and Harris thing is going on, and now all of a sudden
Biden or Trump and Harris?
Trump and Harris, sorry. But then you have the whole Diddy thing that's kind of like distracting everyone.
Yeah.
So it's a mess.
It is a mess, a big mess. So you were telling me about like the two moons earlier. And I was like, hold it, don't talk about it now. Let's talk about it on the podcast.
So supposedly, actually on Maya's birthday on the 29th.
Okay.
We're supposed to have two moons.
Two moons. I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
This moon is.
But what I heard was there's two moons. There's gonna be another moon, but it's a lot smaller. It's not gonna last very long. It's gonna chill around for a little bit and then it disappears. It goes.
Okay.
So
with that, I was watching this video of this TikToker. I forget his name. I will try to find it. But he was explaining about the moon. And so there's gonna be this moon. It's basically like a surveillance thing. The way he kind of made it seem, because they found wherever this thing is coming from, there's signs of life from another planet.
Yeah. So I talked about that planet already.
And it redirected its way to come towards us. So this new moon is going to be circulating us at the same time that this object, these signs of life, sent an object towards us. So, I don't know if something's going to happen or whatever, but that's just the way, if they found other life, like we can't be so selfish to think we're the only living things in this whole universe, that we were placed in the most perfect spot and we're the only ones that can exist.
I agree 100% with that. 100%. So I did talk about that moon on here. I want to say a few months ago, one of our first like episodes. The name of it was like a weird name. I want to say like E something, and they show that there's water there. So they were like, there's most likely life because there's land and water, and it's like a whole other. It looks like Earth, but it's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, the what I was listening to was, I don't know if it's the moon or the object that's coming, but it's the size of a small city. And
what's coming is the size of a small city?
Yeah, so there's an object that's coming. So when this moon is supposed to show up, they actually trace the direction that it's coming from. And they like basically took this telescope and looked ahead, like basically behind it. And when they looked behind it, they found a planet that had life. Like signs of life, signs of intelligence.
Oh.
And the object that was coming, it wasn't going towards Earth's direction, and then it I guess it turned and started going straight towards us.
That's interesting.
It banged the left at Albuquerque and is headed towards Earth.
That is so
around
cool.
the same time that this moon is supposed to be around. So the way he made it seem was almost like that moon is almost like a surveillance camera.
So, do you think that's why the astronauts are stuck up there and aren't getting picked up till October? I mean, till February?
I don't know.
Because they're out in space just chilling.
I can't say it's a possibility.
Like,
the way this...
I don't care. I'm so open to even know more, and I'm open to new life coming and teaching us some stuff. I know there's people that will be against it and are probably scared, but if you can take me to a whole other planet that's better, take me. fucking pick me up, because I'm ready to go.
Bye.
I'll call you.
If they give me a spaceship that has VTEC, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, it's gonna have more than. Let me
drive one of them. Let me drive one of them spaceships, and yeah, we're talking.
That shit's gonna go, and you're gonna fucking go like from one portal to another. And you're gonna be like, oh shit!
I'll bring one of those things to the car shows.
Oh my God. Disappear, and they're like, where the hell did it go?
I'm raising for pink slips.
So on other news, I'm gonna get off the Diddy topic because that shit is just weird, and I feel like there's still things in the air. Oh wait, on top of that, his son, he's also being trialed for.
As he should, because he knows just as much as his dad does. He's very much involved.
I feel like he was probably diddled by his own father. I wouldn't put it past him. If he did it to a young kid, he would do. If he did it to other kids, he would do it to his own kid, and his kids gotta be the same way he is. Like they gotta be.
He has daughters, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has a
Oh
daughter,
yeah,
and
Drake just took pictures
he has a
with all of them.
granddaughter. Like, baby, keep that baby away from her. Keep that baby away from her. I mean, from him. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I wouldn't trust him.
You see him with the baby oil.
Oh,
Keep him away from the
no.
babies.
So in our hometown, we had something crazy that just happened in the schools. Some substitute teacher thought it was cool to record students fighting. Um, and pretty much she moved desks around for them to be able to fight. And obviously after that, she was like, and fight. And recorded the fight or whatever. Yep.
Finish him.
She had a little Mortal Kombat fucking match there. What do you think about that?
So
of like a teacher letting kids fight, and
I don't think it's that they're letting them. So this is actually very interesting because my brother, which is a teacher, he posted something earlier today.
Yeah.
And it was along that type of. So he says, he's a teacher. He goes, my job really has a list of students that we are not allowed to redirect. Like, if they act out really bad in class, you can't even address them. Like, what? There's like a list of these kids that aren't allowed to like redirect or even address them because
the parents
probably no, they just have like such a temper, like they'll try to fight the teachers.
Okay.
Or, just make matters way worse, that it's almost better to just
let it be. Okay.
Which I don't think, how I was, raised and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You got to get disciplined, because if you don't discipline these kids, they are never going to be functioning, productive people in society.
Yeah.
They're just going to want to take everything, and they think everything is just, it's mine because I want it. I don't have to work for it. I don't have to, act a certain way and treat people nicely or be a good person. I don't even have to be a good person. I can get whatever I want by just being a piece of shit. Like, that's not the future that I want for our children.
No, not at all.
So I can kind of like see that where that's fucked up, and I'm like reading in the comments, and it makes it difficult for the students that want to be there and want to participate and want to learn, and they're looking at this little kid just spazzing out trying to fight a teacher, and they can't even be told to get out the classroom. They're just gonna be disrupting the whole damn day. So
that's why I love how teachers were before. Like when I was in school, I had a teacher that I still remember to this day. He would swear he didn't give a fuck. High school. This is high school, not elementary or middle school, but high school. If you were disruptive in his class and he's trying to teach a class and everyone else, but that person was being a fucking asshole to teach, like everyone was great and he was being an asshole to teach, or he had a desk outside his classroom sitting right by his door, and he'll be like, get out, get the fuck out my class.
Yeah,
He'll be just like that.
Sit right outside.
And sit outside.
Give you your paperwork.
He would let you sit outside, and when the principals would do like rounds on the floors to check, the principal would come by and see them, and they'll be like, you, let's go. And they'll take them around. And I love that shit. I feel like a lot of the things that is happening nowadays with teachers and students, it's the parents. I don't care. It all comes down to the parents. The parents will get mad. Oh, I ain't going to have no teacher fucking talking to my kid like they're their mom. Blah, blah. They are their parent. While they're in school, that's their other parent.
You're sending them to this place to listen to other adults.
Yeah.
But then you're mad when these other adults are telling or even correcting a kid.
Yes.
Like, one of the comments is like, the reasoning is because they can't handle being corrected without flipping out.
Yeah.
So if 100%. He's acting like that with his teacher, he's at home spazzing out on his mom and dad, and that's why he thinks that he or she can walk around a teacher like that. It's because they do that 100%, at home.
100%.
Parents, get your shit together.
Seriously. And
Start whooping these kids' ass again. Jesus.
And it's sad, but it's parents of our generation that are like this.
I mean,
because they all want to use trauma from the past. Oh, I was so traumatized by the way my parent, my parent that, and so I don't want to do that to yeah, but you know what? Now here's your kid walking all over you. It's okay. You don't have to be traumatic and fucking, we're not saying beat them to the where they're senseless. What I'm saying is a little whooping, not whipping, a little whooping, a little real quick isn't gonna hurt. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
We've talked here before, my sister and I, and
My dad used to just give me a nice
her
little knock on
knuckles,
the head
yeah, like
and be like,
she
"Get it
got bitch
together,"
slapped. You know,
you
there was
know.
times when I got bitch slapped by my mom, like a real quick, like, shut, you know, don't talk to me like that. You're my child. I'm the mom.
Yep.
But now it's like kids are the parent and the parent is the kid, because you see kids sometimes arguing with their parents and they want to eat their fucking parent alive and shit by the way they're talking. Like my kids,
No, that doesn't fly in our house.
no, that does not fly in my house. I don't care how mad you are. Don't come at me like you're somebody from outside that want to fight me, because we're gonna fight. um, but yeah. So back to the substitute teacher. I feel like what she did is wrong. 100%. I don't feel like
She shouldn't have recorded it.
I don't think she should have like moved desks. None of that. If they wanted to fire her class, then whatever. You're a substitute teacher or whatever. I got no say in this. That's all them. But also, I feel like whether she moved everything out of the way and recorded it, they were gonna fight either way, whether it was in her class or anywhere, because they already had beef.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And if you're not a good mediator and you can't talk to these kids and explain to them and figure out what's the reason why that you guys have a problem with each other, is there a way you can resolve it? You know, talk it out. Is it over a boy? Fuck that boy. Is it over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there are certain ways to talk to people to get them to do what you want without even making them even realize that you're not manipulating, but like kind of like a reverse psychology type thing. You make them think that they, well, not make them, you just show them that there's alternate ways to resolve things other than getting suspended, getting beat up, you know, getting embarrassed, going to jail, you know, all these negative things that can happen because you made this decision. Just, and there's not, especially in teachers, there's very few teachers that think like that, that have that type of intelligence with people, you know, because they're just like the books. I got to teach them this. I got this is the curriculum. I have to teach them this, but they're not getting to know people, the kids as individuals and figure out what makes them tick. You know, that's like that list. My brother, he's an excellent teacher. It's I don't know if it's the beginning of the school year already. I would say maybe
it is the beginning. It's the beginning of the year.
That list was way longer, but he's talked to these kids and shortened it. You know, and there's other teachers that almost every student in their classroom is on that list where they can't approach them. So, and he's really good at talking to kids and figuring out what they want and why do you even go to school for? You know, because you want a better life. Did you grow up this type of way? Well, this is what you can do to change things. Pay attention to my class. Do good. You're gonna learn to become a responsible adult. Learn how to, you know, develop a skill that can make you money and move forward in life. But, you know, these young men want to just sell drugs and have guns and think that's cool until they go to jail and nobody's there. None of their homies in the streets are there to freaking, you know, have their back. And these girls just want to twerk, show off for that same guy that's not going to be there for their kid or not going to. It's a very, very, you know, small
crazy
chance.
cycle.
It's a small chance, but a power couple is not a drug dealer and a CNA. That's not a power couple.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's not. Not at all. Let's go to like the substitute thing again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
I wander off.
no, it's okay. Because I had something to say and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna forget. I feel like when teachers are absent, the substitutes that cover those classes should have a degree in that class they're teaching. I don't think substitutes should be someone that just took some kind of child studies class or whatever it is that they take for being a substitute and that's it. And then they go, because I've learned, because even when I was in school, every time we had a substitute, they would just sit there and the class is doing, oh, they're just like, do whatever you guys were doing or do your work or whatever. But it's like, kids will slack off because that teacher didn't teach. That teacher was just a substitute. You know what I mean?
And they know they can get away with things.
And the teachers will leave them sometimes like a stack of paper or something for us to keep us busy in class, but they couldn't help you. They couldn't really do much in that class for you. So it's like, so I feel like if someone's gonna be a substitute, I feel like if it is someone that's trying to become a teacher, then they should be able to be the substitute, and because they have the background of that
Yeah,
class.
most of them are college kids that are trying to become teachers.
Some,
Well,
well,
most of them.
not really, because a lot of substitutes we had like old ladies and stuff like that were retired
It could
at
be.
that point. You
I
know what
mean,
I mean?
when I was younger, I went to West Side High. And all our substitutes were like college, college guys, college girls, and they were, in the field of like education. Now, so I don't know if they were trying to be teachers or what, but they had some type of knowledge, and they were kind of cool because they were a little younger, and we were in high
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Um,
Well, that's what I mean. A lot of times, substitutes they do have some kind of knowledge or some kind of something in the teaching field, but or working with children or whatever it may be. But I feel like for that specific class, like let's say algebra,
yeah, yeah.
it should be someone who is trying to be an algebra teacher. It could be a student, a college student or whatever, but that this is their foot in the door to figure out how to get a class going, how to, that's already been trained on that. Because I feel like a lot of times substitutes that are brought in, they're not knowledgeable in those specific subjects. Like the kids have a substitute, they know they're not doing shit that day.
Yep. Here's a crossword puzzle.
That's
Whoever
elementary. Crossword puzzle. That would be me. Here's a crossword puzzle. Sit your ass down.
first one that finishes it gets this Reese's peanut butter cup. Here.
Oh my God. I used to love when we had substitutes like that. The old ladies always had
Yep.
candy.
Yep.
They'd be like, all right. Like there was one that I had and I loved her because she would, if you did good in her class and you did your work, whatever the teacher left for her, like a packet or whatever, and you did it, she's like, oh, you get a Snickers. And she's like going in her little bag and she's like giving everyone candy. I'm like, aw. And those strawberry candies that no one knows the name of, I love those.
Oh yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But yeah, that is something that I've had conversations about with even my daughter. Like she's a very big, like she's into her academics,
Yeah.
like hardcore.
Her first week, she was upset that she wasn't getting homework.
Yeah. She was so upset.
And then she got hit with the homework, and it was just like, boom, overwhelmed.
She was like so
regret.
upset because she said she was bored and she was just excited. She was excited to get like homework. And every day she's like, oh, I got no homework again today. And I'm just like, girl, I'm like, you trying to get like all these piles of stuff on you. Like, relax. You'll get there. Yeah.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's boiling up. But it's just crazy to me how the school systems work these days, I guess. It's crazy.
Everything's changing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's changing.
100%.
And the way we grew up, we're seeing it all.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when my grandfather had an 8-track player in his Cadillac. Now, we went through all that, the tapes, the CDs, MP3 players. Now you just got your cell phone, you connect to your car, you play whatever you want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, let's see what else is coming.
I just like was looking at my phone and they're saying that someone put Diddy put his adult slip and slide, his LA home on the market 12 days ago.
Did you see the meme where the cops were raiding the house, but they were all slipping everywhere?
Yeah,
and sliding?
yeah,
That
seen
was
that.
hilarious.
With all the baby oil everywhere. I think that is gonna last on the internet for a while, for sure. It's crazy.
Baby oil stock is going to go down now that he's in jail.
Oh,
They're like, hey, he ain't buying no more baby oil. We losing money.
no one's gonna want baby oil. Cause I don't even want baby oil. I'm like,
I almost bought some for this. I was brought to you by.
Did you see the 50 Cent thing that he put up? It's called Diddy oil.
Yeah, it's Johnson or whatever. Oh man.
Yep. Okay, I know that I said I was gonna like get away from the Diddy thing, but I found the list of people. I don't know how true this list is, so don't come for me. But here are some names that have been like released that have been to the Diddy parties.
You read them out loud, and I'll tell you if I think
I'm gonna
they're
read them
guilty or
out,
not.
and you tell me if you think they're guilty. All right,
Okay.
here we go. LeBron James,
Guilty.
Lucian Grange, Lucian or Lucian? Lucian.
I don't know who that is,
Lucian.
but he sound like a freaky ass.
Is Lucian the one that makes that talks funny with
No,
the?
no.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
No, don't do that.
Oh.
That's Terrence Howard that
Oh, okay.
talks like that.
Okay.
Like his voice is on
Yeah.
vibrate.
Vibrate. I never will get over that.
Hey man, I'm Iron Man.
Jennifer Lopez.
Guilty for sure.
Kevin Hart. Guilty in my book.
It's hard because I like Kevin, but they say never meet your heroes, so I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna say it now.
Chris Brown.
No way.
Kyle Lyles.
I don't know.
I don't know who that is either. Clive Davis.
Guilty.
Oh. Jeffrey Epstein. Guilty. Yeah. Big time guilty. He probably got diddled by Jeffrey, and he continued on the cycle, like, for all we know.
I think they were on the same. Diddy was more like the Black Hollywood. Jeffrey Epstein was like the
high class.
The high class, upper echelon white people.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
City Girls.
He fucked them over big time, but they probably,
I don't think they're guilty. I think they just attended.
No, but I know he screwed them over. Mm-hmm. Oh no, City Girls is like Young Miami, his girlfriend and stuff like that. Yes, yeah. They know something. Oh, if they weren't down with it, they know some shit.
Trey Songz.
Yeah, he another freaky ass nigga.
Ninja. Justin Bieber.
I mean, if he is guilty, he was groomed to do that because they got to him young.
100%. I agree with that.
Just like Usher, but Usher's a grown-ass man
But
now,
there's no excuse for doing it to others.
No.
Now, it could have been done to Justin Bieber, and he probably didn't do anything to others, but he probably was out there searching and bringing them to, like, the nest, what have you. Because that's what Usher was doing. Yeah, Usher was scouting and bringing them.
But Usher still chilled with Diddy and still did stuff. And still would go to the party.
Oh yeah, that's
Justin Bieber tried to get as far away from him as possible.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, you're living over here, I'm living over there. Like, I'm going to Wyoming.
That's where I'm going. Drake.
I heard you like him young.
I think he's a weirdo, and I guilty.
I love his music.
Guilty. I love his music. Sadly, all the weirdos that we love are just not. They're just not the best of people, I guess.
Yeah.
Tyrese. I was sad to see that.
Ooh, Tyrese.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm a fan of him.
He's an emotional dude lately too, but I'm not gonna say guilty. I'll leave that one. There's some. I'll just put no comment.
A lifetime. Jay-Z.
Oh,
guilty.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yep.
Guilty. Rihanna. Or Rihanna, because I know I be hearing her saying Rihanna. What do you think?
She looked like she would be like, now get down on your knees and suck my toes.
Let's see. ASAP Rocky. It's hard for me to tell because he looks like those quiet ones, but you gotta be careful with them. So I don't know. He doesn't give me weirdo vibes. I mean, they could have attended and not did anything.
Right, because these are just lists of people that went to the
that
parties.
have been there. Yeah. Meek Mill.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he probably ain't guilty, but I know he got them cheeks clapped by Diddy for sure. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows that fucking video.
Audio, yeah.
Ben Stiller.
No, he probably went to the parties, but
I don't know. I'm a little iffy about that one. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I kind of don't, but then I am like, Is it Reggie's or Regis? I think it's Reggie's.
What's the last name?
It doesn't show. It's just Regis.
That's Regis, ain't
it? Regis. Yes.
Ain't he dead?
I'm not sure.
Or retired?
I don't know. Yeah, it's just like a little blurred, so that's why it was hard to read.
Yeah,
it kind of looks like
it says Regis.
It kind of looks like it says Regals, but next one, Usher.
Yep.
Odell Beckham.
Oh yeah, he likes girls to poop on him. He a nasty motherfucker.
Kyle Kuzma.
I don't know
who that is.
You guilty.
Just the last name.
The last name. You guilty.
Kuzma. Mary J. Blige.
Yep, she guilty too. She used to fly some like 14-year-old kid back and forth and like.
Yeah, she was one of the ones that scouted
Yeah.
for him. That's what Usher did.
No, but she herself was having sex with a little 14-year-old kid.
Oh.
Yeah. He grown ass man. He was telling the story about it.
Oh no, and that's sad because I actually like Mary J. Blige. I'm so sad.
And that guy I'm talking about, he went and signed with Death Row with Suge Knight. So that's how Suge Knight, I believe, he got the information from him, and Suge Knight would run up on all these rappers, these East Coast rappers, and like basically
use that against them.
Basically, like, you know, blackmail them for money, because he would blackmail all these rappers for money, probably whispering in their ear, "I know your little gay secrets. Pay me this much money, and I won't tell nobody." You know, because you know, I feel like that's almost like what happened to Justin Bieber, because like I said, you know, not to go back on it, but Diddy, so this is what I've read, that he filmed a tape with him having sex with a 16-year-old Justin Bieber. So that's child pornography right there. That's rape. That's a sexual assault on a minor, and then you're distributing child pornography because you're selling it to millionaires.
Yeah.
So somebody could have whispered, one of these, you know, guys, when he broke down on the set, somebody probably just could have whispered it to him, "Hey, yeah, I seen the tape with you and Diddy," you know, and that shit just, he just broke down and fell on the floor, started crying. Now get back to work before I tell your little girlfriend Selena Gomez about your tape with Diddy.
But he wasn't with Selena Gomez then.
You know,
he was already with Hailey Bieber.
Oh, okay, but you know, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I know, but I to me, I don't think it's that someone told him that. I really think that things already surfaced, and he was being asked question. Well, yeah, he's the first ones to know that Diddy was going to be under investigation, and he probably was being questioned, like, you know, what happened? Were you a suspect? We have some, you know, we've heard this and this, but we're gonna go and raid his house eventually. So is there anything you want to say?
That shit in the club where he was going down on, like, it looked like he was going down on Odell Beckham. Trey Songz is like the lookout. Yeah, like, some freaky ass shit. These, I don't know, whatever, bro. Just come. It's a lot easier if you just come out. You know, it's 2024.
Yeah.
If you just say, "Hey, you know, I like this. I like to do this and that. I like dudes, whatever," then nobody's gonna judge you. But now you're doing some secret, like, trying to act like a gangster rapper or trying to be this and that, and then when the shit comes out, you know, your whole
That's
image.
why now I will always say, those that want to act so freaking hard, don't be acting too hard, because you're just a little gay in there.
Hey, all I gotta say is, if you're gay and you take a dick in your ass, you're way tougher than me. I don't want to fight you. You're tough.
Okay.
I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef.
All right. So continuing on the list, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, she's a little weirdo, probably.
So she used to be with Tommy. She was married to him, and there was like this whole thing.
Tommy Lee?
No, Tommy. He was an Italian guy that he's with Thalia now. Damn, why can't I think of his name? But anyways, I think that's the guy that's with Thalia. I want to say it is. But anyways, I know that there was like beef with Mariah Carey and all that stuff with J-Lo back in the day, because J-Lo became big because of Puffy. Puffy is the one who helped her with the Jenny from the Block. That song and all that stuff was like that theme, or the song that they gave her was supposed to be for Mariah Carey, but then they switched it to like for her.
Yeah, she stole a lot of.
And it's
so there's that song that she did with Ja Rule, that "I'm Real."
Yeah.
If you listen, the whole background, that's Ashanti's voice.
Yeah, because
it's like plagiarism.
No, it's not that. So what happens is, because I only know this because I used to sing, so, and we're in a group, but if someone makes a song for you, they kind of pre-record it how it's supposed to go with someone's voice. It could be any artist, and they send it to you, and you can hear how the lyrics go, how you're supposed to sing it. So when you sing, that vocal is your background vocal. So Ashanti's her background vocal.
Yeah, but
you hear it more.
They kind of made it seem like if that was Jennifer Lopez's voice, and it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Like they kind of,
especially her first album. That's Ashanti 100%. That's sad. So Ashanti doesn't get credit for that, but I've learned that a lot of artists use that. I can't remember what it's called So pretty much what it is like a sample of like the song and you sample or whatever. But yeah, it is like little, you have like a whole other person's vocals and they send it to you with a song written. I mean, a lot of artists do this. Like people think that like
Oh, Neo was really big on that because he would write songs for.
even Kanye, he
Yeah,
has used many other people's voices singing like a song and he's put it in his
yeah, but he alters it
music.
that you don't
He
even
does,
know.
but he still does
Yeah,
it.
almost
So,
every one of his beats is a
but
human
even if
voice in
you
it.
use that, the people don't get credit for it
No,
because it's your song. It's crazy. Like, but I mean, I'm like, damn, if she became big like that, like somebody fucking send me a fucking
and you can actually
vocals.
sing.
Yeah, like send me one because I want to like sing a song. Like that would be awesome. I think that would be cool. But so let me continue with the list
J Lo
because
was the one you left off at.
yes. So the next person, no, not J Lo. It was Mariah Carey.
Oh, but yeah, but we was talking about it went into okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was just the beef that they
Yep,
had.
yep.
Like it was all because Mariah Carey divorced that guy that was a producer or whatever, and he got a new artist to get back at Mariah Carey, which was J Lo. And you know he worked with Diddy for that or whatever, because Diddy was like, he's like, oh, he went to Diddy. He's like, you know, artists, like, I need someone that has this, has that, and the look, the whatever
And
vibes, and
Jenny from the Block
Jenny
was
from the
born.
Block was born.
Yep.
And but Mariah Carey was never bothered because she knew that she couldn't sing. Because I remember they did an interview and they asked Mariah Carey like, how come she looks so tired? And when she's like, I'm so exhausted, I'm sorry, I only slept like, I don't know, 3 hours and whatever. And they're like, really? Well, J Lo is in the same record label as you, and she slept 8 hours. And she's like, well, maybe if I couldn't sing, I would get 8 hours as well. I was like,
Shade.
ooh, wow. But anyways, next one, Busta Rhymes. So I saw this picture and I sent it to my sister of him, and he's wearing a yellow dress.
Of Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
Oh my god.
And
No.
my sister, that's her favorite rapper, and she's like, "Don't do this to me." I was like, "I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
found
Busta Rhymes
it."
is that he's a G, but
That's it.
oh yeah, let's see.
I don't know if that was like
That's like
photoshopped,
some '90s
but
stuff
it
though.
does look like 90s.
It is because the way his hair is and he looks young. That's when he was in that group. Yeah, he was in some group. I forget it.
I'm gonna
I
put the
should
photo
I
up for
should
you
know it.
guys. I was like, oh no, mm-mm. That shit ain't cute. Mm-mm. All right, continuing on the list. Kardashians. Psst,
Yeah.
guilty as fuck. I feel like
Without a
they
question.
came up thanks to him. And I
Yeah.
said that a while before. I said, babe, I think the Kardashians got up there because how Kim and them played it like smart, because they did the sex tape, but they released it, so it can't be used as evidence.
Right.
You know what I mean? The mom had too many ties with P.Diddy, because every time award shows came up, her and him were like that. And I hate talking like that because I love the Kardashians. I know you don't. My sister doesn't, but I do. I love them. Um, Oprah,
Oh yeah.
T.D.
Guilty.
Jakes,
Guilty.
the baby,
The baby.
guilty.
I mean, probably. I'm not a
Guilty.
fan of him like that.
Me either.
He be spitting some cool freestyles, but other than that, I don't really like be like, oh yo, did you hear the new baby song? Like da da da. Like I don't really care.
Yeah. Michael Rubin,
Mike Rubin. Oh yeah, that name's been around for a while.
Akon.
Akon, not my boy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so though.
He's been to jail, so I'm gonna say he guilty.
Who Akon? He's building a.
And I got locked up. Could that song be because he was locked up in Diddy's room and they won't let him out?
You're stupid. You're stupid.
Guys, I'm serious. And I got locked up. They won't let me out. Oh my God. Because they were saying that Diddy talked about his parties, and he said to have a good party or whatever, you have to have like, I forgot what drinks or something, and no way out. So
I don't think
Akon.
Akon. He's doing like such good work right now.
Yeah,
It's like I would hate to
but
see.
he's doing it and no one knows about it. And
Yeah,
I
but
feel like it's
he's not even doing
because
anything for like America. He's building a city in Africa that's like
no,
some
I get that.
futuristic
I
type of
get it,
shit.
but could he be out there hiding because of like what was done to him, blackmailed, anything? Probably.
No,
I just can't put nothing past anybody
Akon, I
anymore.
don't see that because Akon, he might be a little dude, but he's a gangster. Like Suge Knight tried to press him, and he
Yeah.
was not scared at all.
And I feel horrible to know that he's on this list because I love him. His voice is so unique, it's different. And he's from New England. Like, I'm pissed.
I didn't know that.
He was from Connecticut. You didn't
Okay.
know he was from Connecticut?
No.
What?
Maybe I've heard you say it before, but it didn't resonate.
Yeah, he was from Connecticut.
It's not like a fact that I can just spit off the top of my head. Like, oh yeah, he's from Connecticut.
I'm not sure what part of Connecticut. I want to say
Like New Britain or something.
no, like Manchester. It was pretty close to us. It's not that far from us. But he is from Connecticut. Stevie J. Guilty as fuck.
Yep.
That he is fucking, that's Diddy's pet. Like, that was his fucking, oh, I ain't got nobody. Come on. Get in the room. That was his bitch.
No baby oil.
Dry. Yeah. Dry. Is it Faison Love?
Faison Love. That's
okay.
That he was fat, then he was skinny, then he's fatty. I don't know. But he's like a comedian.
I don't know.
And
who
he had
is.
like sex tapes out and shit like that. Yeah, nasty.
Oh.
Nasty guy.
Guilty. Jason Derulo.
I don't know. I don't know too much about him, so.
What about Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro.
He's on that list.
He don't care. He old. He was just trying to get his dick wet. Unless, you know what I mean? Like, that's Robert De Niro. If you have him at your party, that oh, yo, Robert De Niro's at the party.
I don't know. A lot of these people are guilty.
And he has a young girl or young wife, and he just had a baby.
He's guilty. Martha Stewart. She was baking cookies for everybody at that. She was baking those good brownies. She was drugging them in that party.
Right.
She was making those special brownies.
She was just there to clean
cookies.
up. She was there to clean up.
Oh.
She had her special bed linens that super absorbent.
She's like, oh,
that you can
baby oil, you need these. These will work great.
A little baking soda.
Oh, my God. Martha. I don't know, but she's guilty. Snoop Dogg.
Probably. Like I said, they say don't meet your heroes for a reason. And Snoop Dogg's always been like, they say if you could chill with any celebrity for a day. Back when I used to smoke weed, it was always Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I don't smoke weed, I don't know.
Rick Ross.
I'll chill with Kylie Jenner. Rick Ross, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Saucy Santana.
Yep.
Will Smith.
Yep.
Oh my God!
Wife's name out your fucking mouth.
After all that shit, and not only that,
flashlight is on.
Oh shit! I wonder how long it's been on for. I'm sorry if I blinded you guys with that shit.
Well, we will only see.
We will only know. Who did I say? Will Smith. A-Rod.
J-Lo's man. She probably took
Guilty.
all her men to the parties to get them, guilt trip them. Here, I did it, so now you gotta do it, so I have something on you.
I look at him and I get that weird vibe. He guilty.
No, I'm just saying J-Lo probably brought.
Oh yeah.
If Ben Affleck, or Mark Anthony, she brought them niggas. Them to the party
for sure.
Let them get a little freaky, so that way she had something on them.
Or she probably brought them to the party. She went and they just went to the party. They didn't do anything, but she went down to the cellar, the downstairs room. Get your freak off. Get your freak off. And she, whatever she had to do, reel whoever in or whatever.
How long is this list?
It's very long.
No, we're not going through this whole thing.
So I'm going to just read everything real quickly, because I'm not going to keep waiting for you to say guilty. So here are the rest of the people on the list. And I want you guys to comment down below and tell me, what do you guys think about all these people on the list? The next one is DJ Khaled. Guilty. Megan Thee Stallion. I'm sad to see that on there. Glorilla. Oh, God, yeah. She was trafficked. Sexy Red, God,
Ew.
she was passed around
I
on
can't
there.
stand her.
She
Ugh, my God.
Ice Spice. Mm-hmm. Doja Cat, definitely. She was acting weird and acting crazy and saying how like this shit ain't for the weak, and now I know why. I think she was drugged and whatever the fuck they did to her. For sure. She was screaming for help and nobody like understood. Lizzo. 100%
Mm-hmm.
believe it. Mm. Dwayne Wade. I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Basketball player.
Oh, I don't know too much
Him and
about
his
basketball
girl
players.
Gabrielle Union, they let their son transition to a girl.
Hopefully they're not preparing for Diddy, because I feel like a lot of these people, like, their kids aren't safe. Like Will Smith's kids.
Well, that's probably why Jaden Smith wanted to get the fuck away from his family at a young age.
Probably. Like, I feel like these kids are all messed up, and it's because of the shit that's going on in Hollywood and growing up in there. Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, that's this guy's wife.
Oh, okay. You just
Yep.
said her name. Shaq. Lil Uzi.
Yeah, he a little weirdo, yep.
Playboy Cardi. Who the hell's that?
The rapper.
I don't even know who that is. See, that's how like I said last episode, I am so like out of like the whole music world now that I don't fucking know who is who anymore. Like the fact that I had to ask my daughter every 5 minutes who was who at the VMAs. He knows more. He's still connected to the music world because obviously when he goes to work, he's listening to music or he's in the, listening to the radio in the car. I'm home. I'm just doing my thing and editing. Tank, Biggie, Yin Yang Twins, Lil Jon, LL Cool J, French Montana. He's weird. I'd believe it. Guilty. Tyler Perry, for sure. Justin Timberlake. There's a lot of shit going around about Justin Timberlake, let me tell you.
That's for a whole nother episode. That shit's, his whole thing is wild.
What's going on with him right now? Oh, I'm going to save it because I know my sister is going to want to like talk about that. Tracy Ellis Ross. Missy Elliott. Get your freak off. Get your freak on. The Get Your Freak On. That song was because of that.
While they were all banging each other. She was performing that song.
Shh. Quiet.
Is that
Hush
your
bitch?
You know, like.
She was seeing everything that was going on and she made a fucking song about that shit. Get your freak on. Listen to that song.
Why do you think she had that big rubber suit on and shit? Talking about I can't stand the rain. Trying not to get hit with that baby oil. She was,
oh my God.
Them shiny suits. They didn't start off shiny.
Oh no. Timberland. Giggs. Michael Jordan. R. Kelly. Oh God. You know he was in those freak offs. Bill Cosby. Freak offs. Quincy. Quincy. Drusky or Drewski?
Yeah, Drewski.
Drewski. Swiss Beats. Alicia Keys. Mark Wahlberg. Come on, Mark. You making us look bad. Kelly Rowland. I feel like Beyonce brought her in.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up. Maluma.
I believe it. He a freak. He a freak. He would have threesomes every day, he said.
Yeah, and maybe the threesomes he was talking about was the freak-offs with men. That's sad because I like Maluma. He's hot.
I'm not here.
He's a beautiful guy, but I don't put it past him.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Don't fall asleep tonight.
Oh my God. Issa Rae. No, I think that's Sierra. It looks like it says Clara, but I think it's Sierra. Janelle Monáe. Naomi Campbell. Jessica Alba.
No way.
That's horrible if they did. Sway Lee. Demi Lovato. Oh my God. That's why that girl's so fucked up. That's why that girl is so fucked up. I believe that. And I don't think that she was like... I think she was a victim. I don't think that she was like someone who did like I think she was a victim. Drea, I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Burna Boy or?
Burna Boy.
Burna Boy.
He's like a dance hall artist.
Magic Johnson. Oh, I believe that shit.
Shit, if he was in there, everybody's screwed.
He
They
was
all
in
got.
there. That's probably how he got it. He was doing those freak offs before fucking P.Diddy did them shits.
He handed down
The
the
torch.
torch to Diddy.
Oh
It
my
was
god.
burning. You know what I mean? It was burning, burning.
Lil Wayne, Pharrell, Pusha T. Who the hell is Pusha T?
He's the one that dissed Drake.
Oh.
He was part of the Clips Pharrell's group, the two twins, the Morenos.
Oh, okay, okay. Neo. Do you believe Neo has something to do with it?
Yeah, he's a polygamist, so yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he likes to have two women.
Yeah. So going back, now that like people saw, like I was talking about Maluma and stuff, and I feel like it's a great opportunity for me to like bring up relationship stuff real quick, because like our relationship, we're not the type to like get jealous of like, I don't know, celebrity crushes. Like he has his, I have mine, and I feel like there are relationships, even marriages, where a girl can't even look or watch a movie because the man is jealous of who they're seeing in the movie.
Right.
Like,
I don't care.
What's your
she
thought
likes Mark
on
Anthony, bro? Like, really? That dude?
He's so cute.
Go right ahead.
But I know, but like when, like for instance, like he'll be like talking about like Kylie, and he'll be like fucking around and saying, "Oh yeah, I'll fucking tap that or whatever." Like I don't get pissed. I don't get pissed at all. I don't get pissed at all. I'm like, oh yeah? I'm like, you better tell her that I need some child support.
You're right.
She better pay me. I'm gonna fucking hold him around.
Wow.
I'm gonna be. They're gonna cut me in. They're gonna get me in court next because I'm fucking.
She pimping me out. I have no choice.
I'll pimp him out in Hollywood. But no, like I don't get jealous. Like they're beautiful people. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, and be petty. Like don't watch the awards because you can't be watching these girls, or like hell no. I'm like, wow, you know.
I'm so faithful that even in her dream, I had an opportunity to smash Karol G.
He did. I gave him permission to do it in my dream.
Made out with her and told her
all
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, all he could do in my dream was make out with her. He like, I was like waiting for him to come like down or whatever. Like I was willing to wait whatever time or whatever they needed, and then he comes out like it was so quick in my dream, and I'm like,
quick.
I was like, I'm like, did you do it? And he's like, no, I couldn't. I'm like, why? And he's like, I just can't. He's like, you know, like I'm with you. I can't be doing something with someone else and knowing you're downstairs.
But if it was in my dream, I would have been like, we have another kid. Like, Lucas, you got a little baby brother.
A kid? Really? You're gonna go that far?
I would have had to. She would have paid me child support.
No, that's not what I'm trying to get paid for. No, not you get paid. I need to get paid.
It's our bag, baby.
No,
my money's soon money.
No.
Okay.
That's too far.
She wants to put me on, and then she's gonna spend all my money,
my
hard-earned money.
He went too far with it.
She's gonna spend it. My hard-earned.
He went too far with it. But what I'm trying to say is, like, I've had my fair share of friends and stuff, and that I've been around, and they've, you know, talked about how in their relationship, the jealousy of like even watching a movie that their celebrity crush or someone they think is hot is like off limits. My throat is getting dry. Hold on.
Somebody famous or somebody on TV I don't even see. That's like wasting your energy. Like that's like, and I'm very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like so for me to even waste my time and energy on trying to be jealous about somebody that you probably will never get anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like literally like you have just as much chance as getting with that dude from your Vampire Diaries.
Oh my God, Ian Somerhalder.
Then I have a chance to get in with Becky G.
Right. So that's why I don't get upset. Like I think it's funny to like see who like your like crushes are and to see what mine are. Like sometimes he's like, ew, like really that's your crush? But it's like, yeah, if they have a beautiful voice and this, it's like, I don't care what they look like they're my crush. Like he's like, oh my gosh, she's hot, and I'm just like, she's all right. She all right. But yeah, I don't feel like, I feel like we're very I don't know if secure is the word.
Definitely because of our history.
Yeah, but I feel like we're not like since we're secure with ourselves, we don't have that like feeling of insecurity
Right.
about someone else or like, you know,
Or even talking about certain things.
because I can, even though like I insecurities for me in the relationship is so like toxic because can we talk about that time that guy wrote to me? Because so there was one night that I had his phone and I was taking photos with his phone because my phone is older and the camera's shitty. So out of habit, I was on his phone and I go on Facebook and I'm scrolling through like the timeline.
Oh,
And
okay. I'm like, what?
I like hearted like this girl's post where she was like, she's single and she's about to fucking have a hot girl summer or something like that. And then shortly after, I get a message from a guy and he's like, "Oh, you might want to check on your man.
Oh yeah, he's hearting my girl's
He's
post.
hearting my
Blah
girl's
blah blah, and I'm
yeah."
just like, so she shows me the message.
He's
I'm
like, he's
like,
hearting my girl's post and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, who? What's? I'm like, what's your girl's name? And then like I go onto his page, I look to see like who he's talking about. And then I look at the thing and I go to him and I'm like, did you heart this girl's comment or whatever? And he's like, no. He's like, I don't remember hearting anything. And I'm like, all right. So I write to the guy and I'm like, so did he just heart her post or did he like message her, like
yeah,
slid into her DMs and
right,
wrote her a message and whatever? And the guy's like, oh, I don't know. Why don't you ask him? And I'm like, I have his phone and I'm always like, he always gives me his phone all the time. Like, I'll need it, like, hey, babe, can I get your phone? And I'm in it. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know, you're so in your relationship is so toxic and insecure. And the fact that you're writing to a dude's girlfriend because someone hearted a post,
right.
that's so insecure. I'm sorry. Like, I heart people's posts and photos all the time. If it's a nice picture that someone took, if it's a guy with their child, I'm going to heart it. If it's a guy that he's fucking in a city or something nice in the background, I'm going to heart it. I'm not writing fucking love messages
Right.
to the person, but that's what social media is for. Like, you like it, you heart it, you whatever. Like, if he's hearting, I get it. Now, if it's a girl that's from like our town and she's half naked and showing her ass and you heart it, I get that.
Yeah.
I would get that. I'd be like, all right, that's a little much, and you just fucking passed the like line. But there was no DMs. It was a post of her having a hot girl summer, and I, after a while, like we're thinking, I was like, I think I did it. I think I hearted it because I
Yeah,
had the
because I'm
phone.
just like, bro, you had my phone for the past hour, and like I'm just like laying in bed watching my like food videos that I watch and
Yeah.
car videos, and she's like, I got this message from this dude. I'm like, who's his girl? So we go and look and see who his girl is. Yeah, she's on my friends list. It's this girl's cousin I have as a friend. And I'm like, I don't remember hearting this shit. Like, I'm like, I'm dead ass serious. I'm like, either you or Lucas, because my son has my phone all the time. And I'm like, somebody hearted it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know, I didn't do it. Believe me if you don't, whatever. Here's my phone. I'm watching TV. Like, it was nothing to me.
Yeah.
So then she shows me the message he sent her. You know, well, that happened already. But I went on his profile and I messaged him and was just like, yo, you're a fucking, like, you're like a, like, you acting like a girl. First of all, if some dude, if I felt like it was just a heart, wasn't in like somebody was in the DMs. So, but if somebody was in my girl's DMs, I would message you and be like, hey, what's up? Like, right from her phone. I would message you right from her phone and see what, you know, things are. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, maybe it's something going on and you deleted it, and that's how I could find out.
Well, the crazy
He
part
just
is,
like,
I went on their page and they were broken up. They have just broken up, and he's like writing, but you know, he was writing to anybody that like hearted that photo. He was writing to their, if they had a girlfriend, he was writing to.
I don't
He was
even
going
think it
through.
was a photo. It was just
I
a
mean,
post.
the post, yeah, the post. So anyone that hearted anything on her page that day, he was like going through their
Yeah,
pages and
he was
checking.
at home
So I told
crying.
him straight up, I said, you need to like reflect and look at what you're like. I was like, you're toxic. I was like, your relationship is toxic. And the fact that you're out here writing to people's like significant other because they heart a post, that just shows how toxic and how like, what's the word again?
Just insecure.
Insecure. Yeah, insecure you are. I was like, it's sad. I was like, maybe that's the reason why you guys aren't together. I had to put that there. Like,
Yep.
it's crazy.
There's no reason to be insecure here. We both have fupas. We love each other.
Yeah,
We're
we
mine's is
do.
bigger.
We have the insecurities. Everyone has insecurities, but I feel like when um two people are in a relationship and they show like the love and no matter what, like of course a man is gonna be tempted to look at a woman that is perfectly fucking Coca-Cola shaped and flat stomach. It's a fucking body, and on TV or whatever, it's fucking baby oiled and shit for people to watch
That's
and
his
look
like
at it.
highlighted word. It's like
Baby oil.
hashtag baby oil on
It's
this
Diddy
video.
oiled. Oh, no, not
Oh
Diddy oil, because the
no.
Diddy oil has stuff in it. So it's just
No.
baby oil. And, you know, it is what it is. That's like me watching videos or whatever of men that have no shirt on and their abs are out. Like, there's always
I sent her a video yesterday.
an
And she's
older
like,
man.
why am I watching this older guy work out? I'm like, oh, I didn't know how to save it, so I sent it to you so that way I could do those workouts.
Yeah. But, like, you know, our insecurities, we never like sit there and get jealous because, oh, you're watching them and they got like flat stomachs, big titties, big ass, whatever. Like,
No, that's different. Like, I'm not gonna, like, if we're walking through like the mall and I just walk by a girl and be like, damn, like looking at her ass.
that's very disrespectful.
That's like, you know what I mean? Be smart, man. Put sunglasses on. Come on.
And another thing, another topic, like if a woman talks about like sex life or like I don't know, they're open about their like sexuality, like talking about sex or talking about like do you feel some type of way if like I talk about like I don't know, anything
Talk
sexual
about it, like
like
on
sexual
a podcast
stuff
or something?
on a podcast with like yeah.
I don't give a shit.
So there's some people that are in relationship and it's like don't be telling people what we do. Don't be telling people like I don't know, like I could be like I could sit here and be like guys like saying a story, make one. I'm like we were having sex or whatever, and then all of a sudden
I farted.
yeah, or something, or like I was telling last time, telling them like we ended up having sex and I felt like you hit something where I was just like in pain for a few days. Like I talked about that, but you don't care if I talk about stuff like that, right?
I mean, no, that's more like hurting you. Like that's more like affecting you. You're not saying anything about me, but no, I don't care
Right.
because it's just a subject, and you're talking about something that happened. Now if you was to like be disrespectful about something like, oh, I don't like the way he does this or he you know
Yeah.
this and that. That's something we talk about. You know what I mean? But other than that, like just content really.
Right. Okay, so let me use another example. When Drake's penis was
Oh yeah,
leaked.
she was told me about it. She was like, "Oh, that thing was all long." I was just like, I was making jokes about the shit. Like he just drops on the floor and the bitches are running. Like,
But like when something like that gets leaked and I'm like, oh my god, I'm running to go see it. Does that bother you?
no, because everybody's gonna see that shit. I probably would see it on accident if I opened the wrong page.
Now,
So-
if I talked about it, like if I'm having a conversation about, it, I'm like, oh my god, it was fucking huge. That doesn't bother you, right? Or does it?
Everybody's talking about it.
Well, see, this is what I mean.
That's the
But
thing.
there's couples that they couldn't even talk.
If it's something
Girl
that
couldn't
happened,
talk
now,
about
if you're
Drake's
talking about
penis.
that shit every day for the next year, I'm gonna be like, all right, enough, enough already. We get it.
No, but I'm talking about during the hype of the moment. Like, there's guys that were so like insecure after that when women were talking about it so like during that time. And I was just like, that's crazy. Like as soon as I seen it, and I freaking was talking to him about it. I'm like, babe. I was like, it was like
It was funny
way
because this girl
too
had
big.
like this like the rope for her robe, and it was like, oh, Drake be like, and it was like she just swinging the fucking thing. I was like, damn, yo, I feel bad for them broads. Like
I was like talking to him about it. I'm like, that is so scary. Like I could not. I'd be running from that penis. That's too big. And he was dying. But that's what I mean. Like our relationship, we're very open about like conversations about a lot of things. We're just
right.
not.
I'll be like, oh damn. You see that picture of Kylie? I'm like, look at her nipple rings.
Or sometimes I'll see it. I'm like, babe, Rihanna's nipples out, and he'll be like, hold on, let me go check.
Screenshot
Like-
it, send it to me.
Yeah, like that's just how we are. But I get it. Like I feel like when there's people that get married and they feel like they got married and now it's like there's rules, or in a relationship they get in a relationship and there's rules. I feel like no
That's how you
relationship or
push someone away. Or I mean, if someone's dumb enough to like fucking like follow and be like, oh yes sir, yes master, like that's how I feel. It's like you're not even allowed to have your own will, like your own, like, you know what I mean? It's like
mm-hmm.
you do what I say as I say. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. You know, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
are you? Is that your partner or your child?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like I don't ever like try to make you feel that way. Why would I have to? As long as I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing what I need to do, provide, being a man, and then you'll be happy.
Yeah.
I think somebody that would do that is probably unhappy with
Or insecure. Just I feel
insecure,
like goes back to insecurity.
unhappy with their relationship, and just some a lot of people are just
Toxic.
in the wrong relationships too.
Yeah.
They think that they have the person because they got a house or they have this and that, but they're so miserable.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be in a fucking apartment with a futon on the floor and a little TV if that meant my happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than to have a big house and everything that I need and just be miserable. Or you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm different. She appreciates that,
Mm-hmm.
but I do want a big house. But I don't want to be on no futon. I've done that for years.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this longer than usual episode. And as always, if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you like and rate our channel. And all of you watching, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for joining. Bye.